Hello and a very warm welcome to this demonstration about Sentinel, the tool from Perpetuum Capital that will help you manage your ISO 27001 certification journey and also managing your daily ISMS according to the ISO 27001 once you are certified. So, are you ready? Then let's dive in. You're gonna find here Sentinel, which is the name of our software, and this is basically when you log in, the first screen that you're going to find. It is the dashboard where you see all the necessary information on one page. So here, for instance, you have ISO 27001, the main chapters, and then you're gonna find here the status of the chapters. Obviously now, since this is a demo, we have 0%, but as you advance and as you do your things and as you make the entries, you're gonna see that obviously here the progress bar will also move forward and the overall progress bar apparently too. Then you're gonna see and find ISO 27002, all the necessary chapters and information and the progress where you are. The further you are, the better the progress bar gets, and also for the whole ISO NX. So if we go and have a look into the main chapters, what you're going to be able to see is number one, basically there you have 52 requirements that you need to resolve. And what you can also do is indicate a maturity level that you have with regards to that particular chapter. Now, how this works is the following. So if I'm going in, then I will be able to see the chapters. So for instance, context of the organization or leadership or planning, and I can do my entries here. So let's go for planning just to show it to you how it works. You're gonna see we have 2 chapters in planning. We have 10 requirements that we need to meet, and obviously we haven't met any requirements yet. We did not resolve any, and we did not also indicate the maturity level. So if I'm going here into the planning part, and I'm gonna see what is required with regards to the norms. So what do I actually need to do? So for instance here, if we go to the general, to 6.11 general, when planning for the information security management system, the organization shall consider the issues referred to as and requirements referred to and determine the risk and opportunities that needed to be addressed. So we have, for instance, ensure the information security management system can achieve its intended outcome. And now what you're going to do is you're gonna open up this tab, and here you're gonna define what you are actually doing. So who is the responsible person? In this case, I'm gonna type in my name, and then I'm gonna hit the save button. Then what you can also do is like upload policies or giving text information. I'm gonna type in here something. Then you're gonna also be able to give some remarks, example text, and you can also reference to a particular chapter in a policy. Let's say it's 5.6. Then you'll be able to save all these things, and you can do much more than this. So you can do as much as you want. You're gonna see here, and you continue here. So you can do as many information, you can fill up as many information as you wish. Then you will be able also with regards to the implementation of this particular requirement that you given some text. So let me put this one in here and let's save it. And you can also, which is very important, have a reference whenever there is one, obviously, to your risk matrix. So let's give it here a number 2. And with this, you're gonna save this so you know that this particular chapter, ensure the information security management system can achieve its intended outcome, has also a reference to your risk matrix. Now, as I stated, you can upload a lot of documents in here. You just drag and drop, it's very easy. And then I'm going to come to this in a bit. You can also add audit notes. So for instance, when you have an audit on chapter 6, like what the audit findings were, so that you can work them in the future. Now, having been doing this chapter, you can assign a level. I'm going to explain this also later. So level 0 it means you don't have anything. Level 1 you have something. And level 5 you are top notch, ready to go. That's all that you can do. So let's give it a 4 here. You're going to see, then you're going to find immediately that the color has been changed. And when you are done, so you think that you have mastered this chapter according to ISO 27001 and everything is perfectly documented, you can hit here the resolve button. You're going to see resolve status has been updated, so it has been saved. And now we are getting to this one here, show in audit mode. So basically, if I am deactivating this toggle, then this chapter won't be shown when you are running for audit. Now, what I highly recommend, and this is one of the unique features of Sentinel, is that when you are planning for the audit, for the recertification audits, the auditor will always tell you what chapters he would like to go and look into. And for this particular audit, then you will be able to choose them in Sentinel so that you can go and work with the auditor on the spot in Sentinel and show him like what you have done with regards to the particular chapter. So let's put this one to be shown in audit mode just for the sake of the presentation. We're going to save everything and then we are done. Now if you go back, you're going to see obviously that where did we been working on, and you're going to also see, you see progress 1 of 6 requirements resolved, that you have done something. Now this is the overall maturity level for this chapter. If I'm opening up the chapter, you're going to find there are more sub chapters, and obviously you need to work on all of these in order to be ready. Now same refers to the planning part. If I'm going to continue here, so we have one which is resolved, but you see like how many sub chapters this has. You need to meet all the requirements, and when you resolve all these requirements, then you're gonna see it here, and also the maturity level will change. Now this is for the main chapter, but the logic basically works the same for the NXA or ISO 27002, where you're gonna find the chapters. Then you can go and say, okay, let me get started. For instance, what have we done with regards to organizational controls? You're going to find the chapters here, and then you're going to be able to look into this, open this up, check who is responsible, type in your information, type in the implementation if there's something, reference to risk. For instance, here you have nothing with regards to the risk metrics. If you have some document files, you can upload them here, etc., etc. So this is how this works. It's a super smooth and aids you actually to get through the certification, but also through the recertification, and obviously also aiding you when it comes to the actual audits. Okay, so we have also like a section here where you're gonna find help. If you have some questions, you can always send us new questions if you don't understand something. So for instance, what is this question about? How does Sentinel help managing NXA controls? And you're going to find the answer here. But what I wanted to show you actually is this one here, the maturity levels, which are explained so that you have a good understanding where you have gaps. So Sentinel does not only help you with the certification, with the management, and with the audits. No. It helps you also to actually identify gaps and also then map those gaps against the norm. So even if you're not ready yet, you can utilize Sentinel to fill up all those informations that you have with regards to the respective chapters, and then by assigning a maturity level, you do know like how much is missing or not. And now finally, let me just show you this one. So as stated before, if you have an audit upcoming, you can pick all the chapters that you know which are coming in the audit. Okay, so that's a very helpful tool. So you don't need to go through all of this and that the auditor sees all the chapters. No, because he's only interested in some particular sub chapters of the main chapters. And if I am hitting here the toggle, then you're gonna see, oh, now something happened. We are in a different mode. and the background turned red, which means we are now in audit mode. And in audit mode, you will only be able to show those chapters that you have been picking before, and everything else you won't be able to see, or the auditor won't be able to see, to be honest, and to work on these. Okay, so this is why we invented audit mode. I think it's super helpful when it comes to recertification audits, and you're going to be able to actually work on the spot with the auditor and resolve and show him and demonstrate him what you have done with regards to this particular chapter, what he wants to know. So, and if you're done, then you can just untoggle it again, and then you're back to the normal working mode. Additionally to all these things that I've just shown you, we're going to provide you with tons of free resources, which you're going to find here. You're going to have free template policies. You're going to find our checklist. Obviously, we're going to give away the norm, etc., etc. So there is a lot of things in here which you can just go and download very easily. So this was my little explainer about our tool Sentinel, which will help you and aid you and guide you through the ISO 27001 certification process, but also the ISMS management and obviously the recertification audits. And if you have questions on how Sentinel works, if you would like to book a demo, or if you have just any question with regards to ISO 27001, feel free to contact me. I am here at your disposal. Thank you very, very much for watching today, and I wish you a great day and good luck with your certification and ISO 27001 journey. We would be happy to support you. Bye-bye.